We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Un'ora segnata dal destino, batte il cielo della nostra patria.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender.
Because I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. This is the opening stanza of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. Few speeches have retained their relevance and importance so many years after they were given. School-age kids often memorize the speech, and it sits alongside the Declaration of Independence and United States Constitution as the defining words of America. What makes a great speech? The Gettysburg Address enshrines the very essence of liberty, a concept that men and women spilled copious amounts of blood to make reality. Lincoln's words came at a time of great turmoil. America was in the midst of a brutal civil war, as the nation sought to end the practice of slavery. Brother versus brother, kinsman versus kinsman. These were dark days unlike any America has seen before or since. On the line were our beliefs, our morals, and most importantly, human lives, whose individual liberty had been crushed by the wickedness of others. Lincoln gave the speech on November 19, 1863, at the dedication of the Gettysburg National Cemetery. From there, the address took on a life of its own, serving as a rally cry for the Union and a potent reminder to future generations. There's 3 reasons why I believe the Gettysburg Address is great, and why any great speech holds up. And that's this. Great speeches are rousing, they're heartfelt, and they're soul-stirring. The first one, rousing. The Gettysburg Address was a speech that perked ears. It fired up a crowd, still shaken by their fallen countrymen. Numerous speeches throughout history have been rabble-rousers, and one of definite note is Antony's funeral speech in Julius Caesar Act 3, Scene 2. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. In this speech, Shakespeare steered the words of Antony to turn the crowd against Brutus and the conspirators. The speech remains famous because it exhibits the power to stir. And in that power lies the catalyst. Every great speech is heartfelt. This is key. Audiences know when your heart isn't in something. When JFK said he wanted America to go to the moon, he meant it, and the entire nation knew he meant it. When Reagan said, Mr. Gorbachev,
tear down this wall,
he meant it with unwavering certainty. What is true for JFK and Reagan is true for Lincoln too. The world will little note, nor long remember, what we say here, he said, unaware of the staying power these words would have. Lincoln wished only to commemorate the fallen men of Gettysburg. But even that part of the speech holds up. That, from these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they here gave the last full measure of devotion. Imagine being there and hearing those words. Your attention would be arrested, your heart alight, your soul stirred. Every great speech will be soul-stirring. No two ways about it. The human soul is fed through experience, and words are among the most powerful way to steer the spirit of man. Ever wonder why song lyrics can be so moving? "It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you" is a line that buries itself deep inside, stirring a groundswell of emotion and making you feel. And any great speech will do the same thing. Lincoln concluded his address with these words: "That we here highly resolve these dead shall not have died in vain, that the nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." I just want to reiterate that last line. Shall not perish from the earth. Perish. Lincoln believed with every fiber of his being that if great men and women were willing to fight, the cause of freedom would live on. And history's proven him right. But if I could break from history for just a moment, one of the greatest examples of a soul-stirring speech came from cinema. Independence Day. You know, the alien movie with Will Smith. Bill Pullman's President Whitmore takes the stage at a desperate hour, uttering these words:
"And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day."
To which I say, dang. Art imitates life. Life imitates art. And the cycle continues. But great speeches endure because they move us. They rouse our hearts and souls to pay attention. The Gettysburg Address very well may have saved the nation at a time when we needed upliftment. Every generation needs stirring words spoken. In our homes, our churches, our political houses, our cinemas, our towns and neighborhoods. The next time you write a speech, what do you want it to say? When in doubt, follow the formula. And no matter how simple you think your words are, there'll already be a leg up over the competition. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a great Independence Day, and I hope this video served you well. Let me know down in the comments what you think. What sort of stuff do you look for in a great speech? I want to know. I'll be pinning my favorite comment, so chime in, and remember to keep the conversation civil. That'll do it for me this time. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you again for more Storybake Awesome Sauce.